Hello and welcome back to Robocop Rogue City. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. Let's see about a stolen vehicle. Perhaps there will be some more evidences and such for me to pick up along the way. Seems like there ought to be some stuff around here, huh? Mayhap a stolen purse or wallet. Life under the causeway is noisy. Alright, Robo-Man. There doesn't seem to be anything exciting out here. Perhaps we can find some excitement within. This seems like the sort of place that would have specialized tools that might be effective in dealing with Robocops. So it's a hidden entrance, is it? Oh. Didn't hide from me very long, did it? Throwing gas grenades at me? That was rude of them, wasn't it? Well, they gotta have some good stuff in here, huh? Incriminating pictures. My favorite flavor of pictures. Oh, I don't really need to grab a gas can right now. I mean, I know criminals aren't obliged to, like, contain their activities to a single flavor, but incriminating pictures do seem like an odd thing to keep at a chop shop, don't they? What is an OCP training disc? Oh. Is that just like a free skill point? Because... awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Sweet. I wonder how much I need to prioritize. I mean, I would really like either a New Game Plus or to know that I'm going to be able to fill out the whole tree if I'm completionist about it. But I have a feeling, I mean, this is a lot of skill points. And I don't think the game is that long. Chip modificator bonus? I still don't know what that means. Alright, you know what? Slow down, yes. Slow down. Yeah. Alright. Maybe I'll take the, don't really know how to use the slowdown, but I'll figure that out later, I guess. Oh, hi. Hey. Be still. Keep bouncing grenades off of cars? That's pretty hardcore. Also, I'm feeling a little bit... I'm feeling a little bit like my mouse sensitivity is back up. Man. These guys are just, like, utterly unconcerned with the fact that they just blew up their entire business. And I guess the reason they feel that way is that they are dead. So they're unconcerned with, you know, everything. But they weren't dead when they were chucking grenades around all willy-nilly. So it's still musicking, but I don't have any any more threats marked. So where they at? Oh, don't mind if I do. That is appreciated, because I did take quite a beating there. Nice. Alright, so I'm still not sure what the evidence pickups are doing for me. I don't think that they're giving me experience as I pick them up. But it could be. Oh, buddy. Your face is like all over that wall, man. You just gonna stand over there and watch me talk crap on your buddy? I mean, I guess he did chuck a grenade too, so the answer is no. Engineering level 6. I really hope I can come back to these things. Ooh. Fine. I want to do a little bit of a once-over. I mean, I am pretty sure I'm going to be able to come back to this place at least a little later. But I don't want to get distracted and miss out on goodies, you know? Oh. My brain not work good enough for that. My robo-brain. Well, my human brain. Because that's pretty much the only part of me that remains human, and what with all of the computer chips they got involved, even that is kind of questionable at the moment. I really thought that he was kind of like self-aware again by the end of the first movie. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I could be wrong. And I don't know that I've ever seen the second one. But I suppose it's possible that I'm just condensing stuff from the second one into the first one. Oh, look, it's a blue sucks. Yeah, there it is. Can you believe that that's what they thought cars were going to look like in the future? That's wild, isn't it? I mean, it's not a terrible looking car, but it's definitely not super cool and futuristic looking. Leave it a chop shop. I did a little bit of wandering around in between episodes, and I did unlock a secondary objective.
I can't believe you've actually done it! Do you think I could take that car back to the owner and say I'm sorry? Maybe she won't press charges.
This car is now in police custody.
Oh, please, I could really use a helping hand right now. Otherwise, I'm back in juvie.
Yeah, he seems legit.
Proceeding to secure the perimeter. Keys are in the ignition.
Thank you so much! I promise I won't mess this up.
I got another point. What do I want to spend this one on? I could do scanning, which I probably do want. I could pick up deduction 2 and go back and scan that thingy. Scanning 1 is just going to get me extended vision range, which is like, so what? That'd get me fuse boxes recovery, which might be nice. Yeah, let's do deduction. Alright, we'll go do that real quick. And then we'll see about that other secondary objective I found. Anybody home? The sucks is still present, so I guess that kid isn't doing what he said he was going to do, so, you know, that's cool. Breach. Well, I surprised the hell out of all these drugs, didn't I? Nice. I was sort of hoping there was going to be a clue to the safe in there, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Now, secondary objective. Who killed Casey Carmel? I don't even know who Casey Carmel is. Am I supposed to know? Is he somebody that matters? Talk to Officer Kurtz. Are we going to the Heart of Darkness? I feel like it might be a little early for that. Maybe after I pick up some more points, ideally. Well, you better get that reference. I mean, Heart of Darkness is required reading material in high school, isn't it? It used to be. And then there's Apocalypse Now, of course, a classic. Any goodies back here? No. Lame. Alright, Kurtz.
He's my favorite TV star.
Thanks to you, Kurtz finally had a reason to watch something other than the fast food channel.
Is it just me, or does he look like Ron Jeremy?
When it comes to cleaning criminal scum from the city, I am even better live. Can you tell me what happened here?
Nasty murder. The victim is a white female, mid-20s, identified as Casey Carmel. Had a history of petty crime and prostitution, but believe it or not, that's her real name.
Any leads?
The case is closed. OCP won't spend a single dime on the murder of a prostitute.
Cost optimization. Fancy name for we don't give a shit about poor people.
So if you were to look around the crime scene, you would potentially be exposing OCP to extra costs.
If you want to do that, be our guest.
Is that homeless man considered a suspect?
Nah, we know the guy. You can rule him out.
The guy's a loon, a mental patient. He thinks that aliens dumped the body here.
Talk to him if you want. Just prepare to hear a tall tale about green people.
Well, they're not green, they're gray.
Do you have any thoughts about that murder?
I bet the girl was killed somewhere else, and the body was only dumped here. We got the tire tracks, drag marks. If we find a car that matches, we'll find our perp. Yeah, I guess the perp had his hands covered in some green-blue guacamole-ish goo. The body's covered in it.
Why does it always come back to food with you? Anyway, we need to do a proper analysis.
The best way to cut the costs of policing is to cut the criminals down.
Tell me about it. I didn't join the force to pick up dead bodies off the street.
Yeah, but what can we do?
Okay, bye.
I will look around. We must bring the murderer to justice.
Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, really? I can activate Robocop vision by pressing right-click? I wish I'd known that before.
Somebody dumped her a few feet from here. The blood traces on the ground indicate she was dragged.
Oh man, has she got her brain out? That's not what I want her to get out.
Her heels had to touch the ground when the body was dragged.
Yeah.
That's
man.
just green-blue shit under her arm. No idea what it might be, but there is more of it around.
Oh, there we go.
Nasty wound. Looks like she was hit with a blunt object, possibly a hammer.
Are you just like narrating for me or what? Cool, I found a chimney pipe. That's nice.
Yeah, probably belonged to our victim. Let's try to find other clues.
Poor Casey.
Custom extended wheelbase. Have you seen a vehicle like this around?
Nah. But that narrows it down significantly. Good catch, Robert.
Hello, witness.
What do you know about the dead body we found here?
It's as simple as it gets. Aliens did it.
Aliens.
I've been investigating them for years. They send rats to spy on me. They don't want me to show you this list.
What list?
It's a list of aliens living in Detroit. All 37,617 of them. The murderer included.
That's quite a list.
Am I on the list?
On the alien list? Of course not. You're on another list, but let's not worry about that now. The scale of this conspiracy frightens me too. But maybe we can narrow it down if you found any clues at the scene. You know, something unusual.
I'm afraid I cannot rely on your assumptions, but please do stay available for further questioning.
All right. That was informatory. Oh, now I question witness? But I just questioned witness.
Most likely a van with a custom extended wheelbase. Does your list contain any information on such a vehicle?
Jackpot! I've got a guy with a van that matches your description. I don't know his ID, but I know where you can find him. A film set near the courthouse. They're shooting a TV commercial and it's run by aliens, so it all makes sense.
Oh, I know
Casey
that
must
spot.
have discovered something there, and they got her. That must have been what's happened.
Why do you think that aliens are involved?
I saw the guy who dumped the body here. I saw his skin. It was green and glowing like those toy dinosaurs that children play with, and years later develop serious diseases from.
Like herpes.
Why do you think that aliens run the set?
Who do you think runs the advertising business? They're stuffing commercials with subliminal messages. They use additional film frames with commands to make us obey. Don't you know what happens to those who watch TV?
Film frames. How quaint.
What is the purpose of your list?
It's my tool to spread the truth. I update it every month and add it to my newsletter. You should read it. It's free. You'll find out some stuff that you wouldn't see on TV.
Like what?
Take the moon landing, for example. Didn't happen. Why? Because the moon doesn't exist. First time hearing about it? That's why you need my newsletter.
No, I've heard that before.
I will verify your statement. Nevertheless, I recommend you consult a psychiatrist at the earliest possible time. Now, the set.
Also, not just at the earliest possible time, but repeatedly. Okay, bye guys. You hang out here and be useless. I'm just gonna stomp around the streets until I eventually make my way to the place where they told me they wouldn't let me. But they gonna let me now. Let me know if you see any ladders. I like climbing up ladders. There's sometimes stuff up there. That necklace and outfit looks familiar. Who is this? Krzysztof Miknewski? Huh. Developer? I did find another wanted poster somewhere that I think was a reference to a movie.
Something interesting in that barrel?
My sandwich fell in.
Alright, here we go.
What is happening here?
They're shooting a TV commercial for Sunblock 5000.
Night does not seem an appropriate time for such practice.
Yeah, they ran into some problems, and it's running later than expected.
I swear, we're staying here until we finish, or you're doing it without me.
Jerry, don't you think you're being unreasonable?
You better find us another understudy so we can get this over with.
Let him in. We don't want to hinder the work of law enforcement.
Oh, thanks. I didn't have to pull rank or shoot off my mouth or nothing.
I have reason to believe that someone from your crew is involved in a crime. We found a green-blue substance like your sunblock at the crime scene. The suspect was driving a van with a custom extended wheelbase.
We use a lot of different vans, but I would know if they're the type you're looking for.
In that case, I would like to look around.
Actually, you could be of some use to me, too. I have a problem here, and its name is Jerry. Jerry Jenkins. I need a reason to cancel his contract, and I think you could find one for me.
That does not sound like a task of a police officer.
But it could be, though. I'm sure he's guilty of something. You just have to find out what it is. I can give you access to anything without a warrant.
Your proposal may be considered punitive. I will hold anyone who breaks the law responsible.
I believe that. Dig deep. I bet Mr. Big Shot doesn't have a clear conscience. Start with the computer. There's a list of vehicles allowed to park on set there. But look for something on Jenkins, too.
All right. Carte blanche. My favorite color of carte. Why would you wear sunscreen that makes you green? I mean, I would because I like green and I think that's fun. But I'm weird. And it wouldn't be that fun if everybody was doing it. Well, it's not looking good for him so far, is it? Wow, just stack it right up. You know what? I don't think it was him. Done been framed, maybe. Don't worry, Tess, I'll handle everything, but you must know that the crew is afraid of working at nighttime. Maybe we should arrange for bodyguards? Wow, those are probably license plates for the vehicles. Teresa, I'm sorry to hear that you've encountered difficulties working with Jerry. Please excuse him, he's in a bad mood. You know how sensitive an artist he is. Fortunately, I've been his agent long enough to know that what would help. The company of a nice, beautiful girl. Don't worry, I'll arrange everything myself. Just charge this to the client's account. Alright, well, when all the signs point in one direction, you follow the road to Rome. or whatever.
The evidence I have gathered shows that you are connected to the investigation that I am conducting.
So what?
If you cooperate, we can go about it quietly. Otherwise, the press might get interested.
Try it! One phone call, they'll turn you off like a faulty fridge. But why would you even bother me? That bitch sent you after me, didn't she? She's looking for a way to screw me over and hide her incompetence. You want to investigate something, then ask her about the guy she hired as the understudy. His face looks like a walking mugshot. On top of that, I bet he's the one who stole my ring. See what she has to say about him, pal.
What the hell does a walking mugshot mean? Mugshots are faces, so...
I spoke with Jenkins. He mentioned that you hired a criminal. This individual may be the perpetrator I am looking for.
You mean the understudy? Did Jenkins tell you that I hired him? He was the one who recommended him for the job. Don't believe me? Check the camera footage to see what good friends they are.
Where is the understudy now?
I have no idea. And that's the whole point. We can't keep shooting because he's disappeared. I hope the guy's in the hospital or worse, because if he's not, I'll kill him myself. It's a joke, of course. You understand jokes, don't you?
Negative.
Why did you hire the understudy?
Jenkins' contract says he will not use sunblock, and none of the professional understudies wanted to do it either. They all say it's toxic. So I had no choice. Jenkins brought a guy and said he could do the job.
Why bother for a commercial for sunscreen with an actor that won't wear sunscreen? Can this guy and make the understudy the star? Well, make a better understudy the star, but...
Show me the footage.
Check the camera footage.
Who are you, pal?
Your agent sent me. Special services. Pussies, man. I've got a place.
Of course, Mr. Jenkins, I'll take...
Take it and get lost. The smell of hard-boiled eggs mixing with this green shit makes me want to puke. Looking at your face doesn't help either. You mentioned something about special services.
Only the best in Detroit.
I find that hard to believe.
I've got just the girl for you. Her name's Casey. She's...
No names.
Ahar.
Your understudy offered you the services of a prostitute. She was likely the prostitute who was killed.
People offer me things all the time, but that doesn't mean I accept every one of them.
Withholding information about illegal activity is also a crime.
Ha! If that's the case, I wouldn't be the only criminal in this goddamn business. You know what? Now that I think about it, why shouldn't I help the law enforcement of this here beautiful city?
Where can I find the understudy?
He works at a gas station nearby. But I don't think that's his main source of income.
I am not done with you yet. Do not leave the city.
This is, like, surprisingly unproductive, considering how open and shut the clues looked. So am I now supposed to believe that the quote-unquote understudy, the guy who's actually going to, you know, do the acting, is the one that killed the prostitute? Despite being her pimp? I mean, I suppose that does happen, but, like, they're gonna have to explain to me why he chose to destroy his own income. Because that's the sort of thing that you need some motivation for. As it turns out, we're all out of time. Come back and see me again tomorrow, and we'll find out about motivation. Talk to you soon.